Good afternoon. I'm making a pasta recipe. This is actually Jimmy Kimmel's pastatina recipe, which uses a can of cannellini beans that are pureed and some olive oil, garlic, and then some small pasta. I think the recipe needs a couple of things. For one thing, he uses 3 smashed cloves of garlic. I'm using a lot more thinly sliced garlic with my wonderful garlic slicer, and olive oil. And then I think I'm going to add some tomato sauce to the pureed beans. Add a little pepperoncini, some red pepper flakes to the garlic. The recipe calls for a pound of pasta cooked for 8 minutes, but these shells have a cooking time of about 14 minutes. He salts the water. I'm just going to put some olive oil in it to keep from sticking. There's plenty of salt in the Parmesan cheese, which is part of the recipe. So the recipe calls for 1 can of cannellini beans with the liquid. He purees them right in the can, but I don't have one of those. So the pureed beans are in here. He uses a little chicken base. I don't know what that is exactly, but so I'm using a little chicken stock. The chicken stock, the cannellini beans, and the pasta are all organic. As is the biggest change I'm going to make to this recipe, which is to add some pasta sauce, red pasta sauce to it. This is a 32-ounce jar, but I'm not going to use all of it. It's about half of the jar. This is tomato, herbs, and spices from Classico Organic. I found this at Costco. Okay, so the pasta cooked a little faster than the package said it would. So you have to try it about 8 minutes, as Jimmy Kimmel says. Okay, so now we're blending this pasta and the sauce. He used a cavatappi, small pasta, but these shells, I like the way the shells catch the sauce. Whole Foods used to sell organic whole wheat shells, but they no longer do, unfortunately. So. Parmesan cheese is the last ingredient that goes in here. And he makes this for his kids, but because I'm making this for adults, we're going to use some organic parsley. So here's the finished dish, with a little more Parmesan cheese on it. Let's try this, see how this works. Not bad. So the review, 1 pound of pasta, 1 can of cannellini bean with the liquid, a little chicken base or chicken broth, 3 cloves of garlic or lots of thinly sliced garlic, some olive oil, and then the biggest departure is a lot more garlic and the addition of about half of a jar of good pasta sauce, and then plenty of Parmesan. Enjoy.